unity. To we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Yes, Fambule, welcome back to yet another very important segment when it comes to the Talking Point platform. My name now Mr. Komon-Tok. Today again, we do with the usual Komon-Tok then, yeah. So we know the door with Komon-Tok there. Every blessed day, in fact, every hour we get new Komon-Tok there. Now we are more the tired of talk, but the Komon-Tok then under the dawn. Today we can look at this developing story where we see from Twitter. We try to can understand what in this mean. Where the president, according to one newspaper, according to one newspaper, one popular newspaper, na Liberia, where right say President Bio don't ask the Liberian government for make the extradite Yete. As you know, as one of the people that were responsible, or whether are, let's say, now then they part of the coup. And what in this mean? And family members then say they're not able to get access to them. They can't put nanny for and see. And also, when they look at the protest where some Sierra Leoneans make na Australia, and also we go look at the chief minister say they don't get $50 million from World Bank as a grant. What in this mean? And the last part we go look at the coup will take place in Niger as our momentum they develop for military intervention will take place there as soon as possible. We don't get mixed reaction from different people and from different countries there. And the last part where we definitely get for church on now the Kush. Each and every day we get new videos and scary videos. And the one first will just get of recent time the bobo a sleeper himself stay like body and they go on. This said, if you see some temple, you knock your temple and stone, it don't done. It die out of Kush, And it's very serious, and we will continue for remind authorities and just like we said, don't begin talk and say we said we'll do something here. As a family, as a community, the people who are interested in fighting this menace in our society, we'll get for form a WhatsApp group, we'll get for the discourse, we strategize the way forward. People are bring kind of different ideas there because they see some people and I think like you see, they don't take the fights at their own hand. They say then they chase the people who they smoke Kush and then go beat them. Now they are facing and they're out of the book. Now so me look at that. So but the way they think about so now something we are facing will be more matured, more civil, more responsible. We will find way not to for get our go say and go beat people with they smoke Kush, We go get for find ways there anyway. So therefore once we don't get the working group, we get for announce until now anybody we get interest in helping fighting the Kush. We will discuss with ways how for good about that. So all this and more plus always, as you know, your text message, a highly welcome Naya, and also most probably will open the lines because someone is good for expressing self through multically, verbally. But someone is good for expressing self we're using and for rights. But anyway, you look at her, anyhow, any side where you belong, we let them comment and they will let on our conversations and we definitely give the opportunity for ourselves, teach we, educate we, share the knowledge we got give with we, not greedy, I mean, some people are greedy. Someone is so smart, he gets to wish a good idea, but he just choose not to talk. He just choose not to talk, do anything. But Andrea, share with the community. As always, when they say sharing is caring, If you are the first in this for January, I want for you this opportunity for welcome you. This is now Talking Point platform. Yeah, you get credible information. Believe me, you get facts. And perhaps some people are even call it, I say, like a one-stop shop news. In other words, we get boku news. News when they make rounds na the traditional media, we probably pass you get on a social media. Now you know you get and other social media platform there. So consider for subscribe. Very important. With the broadcast now 3 platforms there right now. within our YouTube now, yeah, perhaps society watch and so TPP Leo, please consider for subscribe again and click the notification so you don't go miss nothing. And secondly, we also then have Facebook. We get the name called Talking Point Platform, and one small channel we partner with to Money TV, and then 3 channel here with the broadcast to live. So, but we highly recommend you let you pay more attention on the YouTube because you get something that we can put here, we'll not put no other side past here. So we're not waste time as always, we're not waste time. Then they come for them, then better one, and to esteem valuable, These are fantastic community members that would only support the platform. I mean, from inception up to this point, so they go small. We appreciate, we'll tell them plenty, thank you, and as always, what you do it for, How we go?
Talking Point Platform for news every day now we countries and law for education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit TV.
All right, that's World One. All right, I think community members now for share, not share, not continue for share. And also not the share, but not continue for share more. Aisha Sela will say, not continue for shares. Aisha Kester, yeah, not continue for share, no. We rely on honestly, and not continue for liking the program. It get benefits for you also because whenever perhaps you goes, wait, I be the members how they watch this. I watch talk and Komon-Tok. You talk something, but I don't know side. But if you don't like it, it's simple for you. You will just rush go now you like page because when you like now save it is save. That's all the benefits of why make what is not like. When I like, when I don't save the particular video, that particular video. So anytime you want watch, you don't need for go again for go struggle at CPP Leon or begin to search for just go to the page then. Just go to YouTube channel. You look at the like page, the like videos there. You see and so now that make it very important for Leona like, you understand? So please, una like. I don't want to say please because community members say, why have to say please? Because also not this share. But anyway, let's move on. All right. So of course, this not a story again, not a new thing. We don't count the chief communication officer, when I in at the head of the Sierra Leone police media, where the IG, we contact the IG, fire, he get permission for can talk. Say that man they talk without permission. So then be send and I have can talk to we and talking point platform people then be witness and we ask about the coup, you understand? We're not shy for ask that question. We ask her and definitely he balance her. He said then don't put press release and don't put press release. In fact, inside the press release and not go further and just say what's in the press release and then tap and not even take questions. So be able to tell you further. But he said as time goes on, then we'll make law know more. So we themselves we don't team up and one know because there is different allegations that they go around. And some man say not a coup, some man say a coup, some man say a distraction the government they use because what do they want to do? They want just distract the attention of the people and from the election saga, let them pull their attention off so that at least I can get something else to talk about. Maybe like we don't give you talk sooner. You don't savvy politics. Politics, that game anyway, that game. So some people like that they argue. So then find a way for letting divert people's attention, put sweep on this talk, forget about the data, forget about election, forget about whatever, and then just move ahead. Perhaps after six weeks again, then pull another strategy. So sometimes they will half year don't go, 6 months don't go, 1 year don't come. People are saying, anyway, love forget, love move, go ahead. I mean, this is just an accusation of wild thinking where everybody entitled to. I've been watch this morning we had. These are very hardworking guys guys that wouldn't do fantastic in terms of sensitizing Sierra Leoneans, and we had. Send the peer the talk say watch me program na ya in be the expect in be the catch for la ask a question to the the assistant commissioner of police on at the head of the media also regarding Boyka in Taiwan. You know, I not put her. That's the truth. I not put her. But it can't be mine for accent. But I look at and say, if I ask this question, definitely I not go get an answer. The answer I will get, and we still investigate. So now make a look at the issues that were more prominent. Attack out, you understand? So and yes, Miss, I appreciate the fact that you watch Naya, because it's good that all the compliment yourself, not the rival. You know, we all do the same job. Me one able to do this, yourself one able to do this, and we need more people in vocal inside. And me say they watching a program we had, yeah. So not only no more they watch me now, me say keep watching a program, you know, and we all there together in this fight, you know, for help sensitize with people. Today it look like say the people that don't believe the tradition, they don't reduce their faith in the traditional media. Now we the able part. So we go continue for live up to the expectation of the people, and you know anything where they do now motaman and then get them, and then they decide would have to be king, would have to be popular, would not. I mean, not just humans. Now we get for decide, you know. So today, this age of day, the people that don't choose the social media, you know, they don't choose the social media. So we therefore commend the people in that one, and also for what we want we serve, we therefore live up to the expectation of the people. You know, if it let people that don't believe you or they don't believe you, though it disappoints them. Now they a heart can dream, it can book people a heart. So we all in this together. I just want to make something very clear. We're not an enemy of the government. I repeat this many times. In fact, we consider ourselves as friends of the government, because you know, then tell you say there is an adage will say criticism from a friend is better than a kiss from an enemy. Instead of better than a kiss from an enemy. The one day where particularly we get constructive criticism, these are people who are true friends here. But you see all the other way they surround you, the sycophants, then the liberalism attitude, and the one way they mislead you, push you. Most of them, they just need them to to friends, you understand? But yeah, they criticize government better one. Why? Because we want them change. We want them do better things. So let's not get it twisted. Now we go to the main issue work out with Naya. So as soon as they see from the source where we get this, so that you know, go can't tell we say we won't just fan the flame, because you know some people can get some idle talk there, you know. So man will just take and say until one still just they fan the flame, because we can get them comments in there, can get them personal call in there as well. The front page, this is a Liberian newspaper, we write. And so what I do after I don't read her, I put her in a format so that at least it's a way to read her, not just a paraphraser, you know. And also not believe me, but account for the source. So you like that call, let know say no, this you not just make come up, it gets side for himself. If you get person like idea, able send them for you, say able go look for an online. Now this will do. Now that make feel say people and satisfied, because we show that also get the source, so not credible. We don't care whether in our truth, we're not fact to deal with, because there is a difference between truth and fact. You know, in journalism or even the court of law, we deal more of waiting facts, not necessarily for be the truth, but a fact to the count. For example, government they put figures, statistics. Government will say inflation 15%. I just try to make an example. Now they will refer as fact, because you don't come up from an authority source. But the truth is, it might not be the truth, in the sense that maybe when other people are independent analysts analyze that, and will tell say inflation at 30%. You understand? But that's not the truth. But because not to official source or not to credit, not to a public entity ways until we rely on, we not go look at them. So not to say you don't talk true, but we look at the facts, because government don't say now 15%. I just make example for show you how the work happen, the difference between truth and fact. Yeah, we deal with facts. Not all to what they talk now are true. Get this clear. Not all to what they talk here are true, but are facts. So there is a difference between truth and fact. I hope so we'll get Nandi. I know I'll go deep into this because we'll go in different example and we'll take time. But I hope people understand, say, we they deal with facts now, yeah. All right, okay. Low they push and small. As soon as they see, I read them for now. Leona said they see small. I go to explain. I go like Monrovia front page. Africa's land that former chief superintendent of the Sierra Leonean police, who had sought refuge in Liberia after being dismissed, has been apprehended by the Liberian National Police. The arrest came in response to a request from the Sierra Leonean president, Julius Maada Bio, who accused the ex-police officer of involvement in a recently foiled coup plot. Now, this newspaper writes, President Bio asked the Liberian government, I don't know why I can call Liberia American, or maybe because the accent, something like that. So what happened today? What's President Komon? Family, when I give me a channel. Family, when I give me a channel, I don't know. You know, what's President Komon going to do with this? You know, but anyway, that don't cause trouble. Now we get back. What's our current president in himself? I don't forget. What's our current president name? When I tell you, what's the current president? Okay, now go remember me na the comment section. While so we presidents of the country ask the Liberian government for make the extradite. What I mean for let them hand over yete where people can call Mohammed for let Mohammed to for make he can answer to the allegation for say now part of the people we institute the failed coup. For now, just remember now, yete them be don't fire since 2022. When this government come, they fire. You understand? And now they will kind of side it. So the presidents now ask the Liberian government for make their handover, yete because they say now one of the people that were involved in the coup. Now, the chief superintendent, Mohammed Yete Toure, has been residing in Liberia since March 2022. He was dismissed from the Sierra Leone police in May 2020. He was among several other officers who were dismissed. And others were on forced retirement. So, as you know, when these governments come, there are certain people from the army as well as the police with them fire. Some man reach retirement age, they are allowed them to retire. Some man no reach that forced retirement. You get for retire by force. So both from the army and the police, the government come, then dismiss a lot of people and with them feel say they're not for dinner the army and they're not for dinner the police. Why? I don't know. I didn't get the reason. So it's now one of the people that were forced. That was 2022. So since then, it be done then at Liberia. It go Liberia. I think it go seek refuge. You know, like where they go seek maybe sometime. I mean, no say, not for the say then go seek refuge or go seek asylum because these are border countries. And now white man and can put division among we. We all are the same. You understand? So he go in country. Let's say he go in country back in other country, Liberia. So since 2022. Yete be done in Liberia. All right, let's move on small. Now, their dismissals were, however, highly criticized and condemned, with many stakeholders believing the dismissal was based on ethnic differences. Now, like I say, this now be subject to be highly contentious. A lot of people and they talk their own, governments get their own, and so on and so forth. But governments we don't take their action, and that was then. That was it. The CPC, that's the Superintendent relative in Monrovia, name withheld, informed Front Page Africa that the Liberian National Police refused to allow her to serve him food on Sunday when she visited the Liberian National Police headquarters, where he's been held in custody. So one of his relatives, I don't know if anyway, they say relative. It go for go, even when they go now, where they don't get the information, say they don't can arrest it. They with the Liberian authority now, it go like way they can go post na CID or Parema, go the one can go food for her. No, not even allowed for make them can go food to her. On Friday around 2 to 3 o'clock, they arrested him. Then on Friday they arrested him. They said he was part of the people who set up coup against the Sierra Leone government. So they arrested him and carried him to Central this morning. I carried food to him, but they refused to allow him to receive the food from me. They said they are not allowing anybody to see him. The relative said. So, then cases that they can be serious, particularly a case of a coup plot. Now, serious allegations, and normally, yes, police can deny people and foresee them people, and they maybe sometimes for a couple of days, couple of months. Well, it depends. You understand? Depend on how they say before perhaps they begin allowed visitation, because they never obtain serious do serious investigation, obtain the necessary information perhaps before them proceed on to court, and anybody now perhaps can get opportunity for talk with her. Logo before, yeah. All right, okay. Now they don't anyway. Now they don't. So now that we get on this man, Yete, you know, I understand. So all right, so the game just they spread and big and wide, I don't know, and we don't know anyway. It can hard for talk. Who knows? Perhaps there was actually a coup. There was actually a coup attempt. Who knows? Because it's possible. Because what would they see within West Africa right now? So we see Mali then do coup and succeed, counter coup take place and succeed. We see Burkina Faso then succeed. We see again, of course, Guinea, we neighbor they succeed. We see Sudan they succeed. So that was kind of like what I can say, like a spillover effect, where sometimes can attract other army man there. That's how the coups start from the 60s. Once one begin there, another one begin, and the people look at us. These people don't get away with it. And therefore, we said we'll get away with it. Now that make you find out, see, the coup in Niger, the West African bloc, ECOWAS, the Tawa said, no, they cannot accept this one. Why? Because it will be a recipe for chaos, and that's an incentive, now motivation on, for other people and for say, but look, these people that don't make coup, they don't get away with that. These people, and who knows, perhaps indeed there was an attempted coup, but we're not going to know because the trust not there again. The trust level down low between the government and the people. We not trust them much again. So whatever information they put, people can get their opinion about that. So always, so just sound like I don't know who's parable landing back for say not fine for lie. I think that I don't know. Just paraphrase them. And now one boy in a shepherd. And each and every evening, what they do, they go team up the mountain, they allow the villagers there. They allow wolf, people, and they left the old man, they forced away doing people and left them thing there, they left all man left you walk. They won't go up now the hill where we laugh. He said, joke. So people like then return disappointedly, Imagine somebody you are for go rescue. And after another term again, another week, you see about it at the mountain. Allah, wolf, now can help me, wolf, don't come for me, ship the wolf. People are run back, but this time I'm gonna only few people and then go. And again, we go laughing. I joke at the joke, it's not wanna go. So then they pass. The third one now, the way try for actually wolf come. The wolf can bing for car eating sheep. The wolf bing come for car eating sheep now. It's him up on the mountain. They Allah to the people. They will not help me. Do you have beg gonna come? Wolf don't attack me sheep. They will not come. Guess what? People are not good there. People are not good there. Why? Because they don't know. If they don't know, you say you're a lie, man. Even when the two you talk to, then they still doubt you. You get the point, eh? Then they still doubt you. So it's not, and that's why if you buy like government, we don't get many promises then from government. In fact, where we go, if we want put an I would put them past 15, you understand? What I don't like. So it go difficult for make them talk anything I possibly believe them just like that. Unless we see substantial evidence where what they call ironclad, where you know go doubt absolutely I goes, oh yes, it's true. But if not just talk, press release, I'm not sure that people are willing for accept that. I'm not sure. Definitely, people are not willing to accept that. So that I mean, for lie, you know, good. Whether you be a government, an institution, or an individual, lie not good. And then not sabi for lie, because if you sabi for lie, you go reach to a point, even when you life there at stake, where they talk the truth, you don't care for believe you. This is why, true, it's painful, it's bitter, but it's sweet for talk. Okay. Attack that could a business the other man they no can say now we the flame the thing them, you know. But one at the time, believe me, if you don't count anything but the coup again with the talker, we need the time now, but the count election with the talker, you know. So man, the one can control we. So man control we, the one can tell waiting for talk, you know, waiting for talk, you know. No, we need to do now. Now waiting the trade now waiting the trade, you know, now we talk, waiting the trend, the Komon-Tok now we talk now, and we just get to be very honest with that, and we not apologize for that, you know. Yeah, we're not to the traditional media. We get to our own game how they play. All right, we don't move from that part there. You know, say protests take place. Of course, a lot of una don't follow on Australia, some Sierra Leoneans, you know, then take up the street, they're going to parliament. In fact, they even get opportunity for talk with the former deputy prime minister. Anyway, I played a short clip there. Now, like, I think 2 minutes. For the one that will not see the protest sets, Lord do them favor, eh? And I'm not glad it's something day, something not dates. Something day, all right, okay. We're not glad enough day.
Cronyism, nepotism, corruption, the installment of their own family. And it goes against the ubiquitous
This now, Madam Joyce, the former Deputy Prime Minister of Australia, and I address you right now, Madam House of Parliament.
Fair in how the test was. A fair election. Yes. A fair process. Yes. And now what we see in Sierra Leone, obviously, was, as they always do, with the incarceration of those people who don't agree with them. This is what happens in other areas where you get this sort of totalitarian control in communist China, in other places. It's always the act of those that know that they don't deserve the role, but stole the role. And so I wish you, I'm here to do I can. I know that you've got a meeting with Foreign Minister Wong, and that's very good. And in all, you're a dripping tap on a rock, but ultimately the dripping tap wins and the rock cracks. Yes. So we just keep working away. And I want to congratulate all of you, because for Sierra Leone that you've taken time out of your day to come here, because you want to do everything to help your countrymen and women back in Sierra Leone to know that they're not alone, they're being supported. And,
the former
and just
Deputy Prime Minister of Australia,
get back in some form, and they'll say, we're being watched, we're not getting away with this. The pressure is building, and if we build up pressure for long enough, and with support of the Almighty, we win. We win in the end. So all the best. God bless. Good luck. And I have to get back soon to get to question time. Otherwise, I'll not be by my absence. But it's very important that I came out here today.
Thank you. Thank you.
The petition has been...
Petition, this is a petition.
We are presenting a letter of petition to you. Yes, Senator, we are presenting a letter of protest. And
you can take your time already.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. One other thing I have to thank you. One other thing
I have to always thank you for is Rebecca was from Sierra Leone. Looked after my father in the last part of his life for a number of years. And,
wow.
Brilliant lady was she.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Hoi, hoi, hoi.
Thank you.
Aussie. Aussie. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
We need a lady to thank the senator. We need a lady.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We need a lady to thank the senator.
I'll call you.
On the behalf of the Sierra Leoneans / Australians, I would like to really appreciate you for your time. We hope that everything that we are fighting for and everything will be successful through your power and through the grace of God. We're looking forward to hear from you as soon as possible. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so Fambul, that was just a short one for Fambule. We know we know about that. There was a protest we don't take place, and this related, just in case somebody related to the elections we just take place and where people are still contesting Madabio no win, and that there should be, I mean, rerun and all the stuff then there. But anyway, that's that one enough for that one day. Anyway, let me go on the next one. The chief minister don't say they don't get $50 million. Let's see that. Let me put her up here. Yeah, $50 million from World Bank. This not a small money. $50 million, not big money. And but normally that money are not to say they can instantaneously in a name. Sometimes a project where governments been all right for 5 years, 10 years ago, or sometimes and just right a few months ago, few weeks ago. But when they disburse them money, they are now by piecemeal, now small, okay, now small. Maybe this, maybe now for 5 years period, maybe now for 10 years period, you know. So always, but I mean, where would they read them money there? Oh, $50 million offices until the money don't come. No, not just the money that they come. And they come small, because not to be getter, you know. So in fact, some of them back now loan now trust will they go to us. And Paolo they go to us and back then they give you condition. Anyway, let we share along and see. This I get them from Twitter, where the chief minister Moina tweets say they don't get 50 million from World Bank. And we'll share along the ambulance. Let's see how gets this. No get that. Okay. All right. No good not Twitter. All right. I hope so not this year, I hope so not this year. Let's see if not this year. Let's just check from the side if not this year. I don't know if you're not this year. Not this year. I don't know why we're not this year. All right. All right, Fambule, we'll try for put on the screen, but it seems to give you a problem. And yesterday back now, so we get unfortunate situation in Natiwa for we don't even mention before you will start, but it better late than never. Yesterday, we just did perhaps middle of the show, the system just go off. Everything just go off automatically. Everything just go off. As we start to talk about France, we try to talk about the coup in Niger. We try to talk about why France want make them go intervene. I know they say they know, but as soon as we start about France and we can talk about France today back, the system don't begin there and box. Today, in fact, I use another system, another studio, not to that studio yesterday, another one I use. These are the old one as soon as they see. The graphics themselves not be the same. If all things just go off, people and be waiting now at the comment section. Well, we apologize for that, Fambule. You know, sometimes you know, we're not going to rely 100% technology can fail. So everything just go off yesterday. We fight, and then so we spend more than 1 hour, 2 hours. You don't come on and watch the time. It's too late. So you know what? Lord, we just forget about it. Lord, we attempt again, but for Sharon. Lord, attempt again. Lord, we see if that go possible. Lord, we see if that go possible. When I tell we, Lord, we see. Lord, know if it in the system. In the system. All right, I think we are lucky. Okay, now this David Moinina Senge say we are all in to improve public transport. He say 50 buses for Freetown plus depot, address climate resilience, improve road safety, street light and pedestrian crossing, etc. through $50 million. The tag World Bank grants to government. Read more. These are the project list. So in case you want to read more about this project, you can go na more in Facebook. I'm sorry, in Twitter page. You can get all this information. Now the project is what they write: Integrated Resilient Urban Mobility Project, where the government of Salone writes, and these are the key details. This, as soon as they see, now the key details. This are the project active, team leader, browser approval, you know, and the country. These are all just some of the basics that we can always in a project. But the long and short of the discussion is governments don't begin to get money. At least this one, 50 million. Like I say, you know, they come immediately. These are monies that comes in piecemeal. They come small. But anyway, and now when they look at the development aspect of it, because at the end of the day, if now, but helping for we ease the transportation of the country, which is positive, 50 buses. If actually government put more attention on public transports, I mean, most countries in the UK and some parts, now governments they handle public transportation for ease the pain, the burden. You know, Ukraine. In fact, I see a very similar pattern with Ukraine and UK. Ukraine then gets metro, where then they call a subway. When you do another country and the way they Ukraine, for motorcar now a choice, like you just feel forget, because I mean transportation so cheap. I mean it's so cheap. The metro then they almost everywhere from point 1, point 2 with no. I mean just like UK, you know. Particularly the one who they live in London, someone, you know, you'll get motorcar, of course, for family and for maybe privacy, all that stuff. Then, but if you choose not to get motorcar, you can access the public transport where they're at ease. So the point what they make here is, if we say for governments in Africa start to think in that direction, say yes, now look at the transportation sector. Now we say put Andy and try for help. And now they go ease the burden. But again, the problem what we get, anything they say na public, na salon, na public, we know it's value. And not only for, yeah, government may get public transport there, but each and even cheaper than the normal transport. But the culture of maintenance, now we lack. As long as we don't announce and say this is our government property, we don't eat it. And they will understand that. As long as they say this is our government property, we don't eat it. We don't eat it now. Man, they go sit on the now and take cutting food or to you at the way it talk is not to I mean cost you, you know, a government property, you know. But anyway, we hope along the line some of them say they're going to look into and fit into they see how best and can then go up. Anyway, so now putting on their side. We'll go count for we'll count for some videos of the Kush where actually done the crates. Anyway, let's lock out one force where lock out this one force before camp at the other side there. Where I mean this thing is getting out of hand. I don't know again what will they wait for. I don't know. I absolutely got no idea what thing the authorities they wait for, because if not evidence now they look for, I think say this you even call and say now overwhelming. Like what the white man can say, overwhelm me. Not that what even pass mark. You know, the evidence not even pass mark. So I know you understand what's in the wait for. Unable get down there, unable get the picture. At least let the Minister of Health come out and put statements. Let the president put statements. Let police put statements. You know, law will not left the thing like people don't begin to take the law at their hand. Like we see one video they make on the social media. Now you see, the young man then, the youth man, they don't take the law at their hand. They say they go and chase people away they Kush, where they take Kush, and that's anybody where they catch them will beat her. Then go bitter. You see, they don't begin to take the actions and the things. And when I me not support down there because nobody not get right for take the law in your hand, you know. But again, you want to ask what's in the authorities and they do for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you know, 5 years. Take a look at this one first, man.
Kush, I so Kush bad. Kush don't pull with man them. Kush just destroy it man them. And I for tell all young men who they smoke Kush, say no to drugs. The man that left this thing at way not fine for young man them. This thing they make you die quick. And they make you go to your early grave. No, I don't left Kush.
All right, now in one video, lock out one back another video again on the Kush. Though they can't put back one video where person already don't die on the Kush. All right, so I'll put another one. I mean, we'll just follow people and see no more. Like if you look for example, you want like I said, I don't know which kind of evidence we for put again. But we do this now not for government again. Believe me, we are not doing this for government anymore. We know they do it for government. We they do it for Sierra Leoneans and concerned Sierra Leoneans and globally made and see. Someone at the first time this for Sierra or someone be doing about time, but you know say I they happen and they affect people it. So now that make the count all entire for concerned Sierra Leoneans we perhaps then get way for help, you know. But it's not about government anymore. It's not about government because it seems as if they don't care. Take a look at this back.
Mobian Kush. Hey, Sawachi Mamba, hey. Nachochi man come also, hey. This is the camp for the hey. Watch out. One old choir master. Sawachi Mamba, hey. Olombo spy man, hey. Say my camp for the hey, watch out. Hey, una come Mobian Kush. We don't tell anything for this year, then they be no more this year. Look, hey, watch out. You man a church come also. Man, I say what I did now. I say what I did think Ola. Hey, watch out no more. Watch out, hey, you come for the. Yeah, watch you, mama.
All right, so Fambo, that was one of the again. Forget about this. I'll play for you back another one. You know, like I say, this I'm not doing this for government anymore because we don't put more than enough information. If they want to ask them for the act. This stuff I did done purely for Sierra Leoneans, you know. Perhaps they might consider the country and try to see how best as I can come inside and help. Another one way, in fact, in take the Kush for them, he died, he lost his life, you know. Lord we put him for the Lord says, see, you know, it's getting out of hand, you know. But again, as I say, we don't know what's in the wait for. We don't know what's in the wait for. All right. A terrible. All right. Now just give small time. Let's take some short break. Welcome. I put the 2 videos on the Kush, and from there they can read my text today. Fema, they can join we, so you get chance to read most of my comments there. We can read bulk of my comments there, and definitely we go open the line. All right. So let's take short break. We said they do.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page. We love you.
Country slow, we want for no. Why not they grow? Yeah, hey, bo, we want for no. We want for no. Wait make we country they go slow. Wait making all they grow. Yes, slow, I can for sure. Yes, I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we they die pampo. If I they try for go before, I beg bo. Do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so. If I try for go before, I beg oh, do ya not make us slow? No. If I try for raise the tempo, do ya not make them low? Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in unity. Yes, so before they do them thing now we go make we gladdy, thing now we go make we happy, thing now we go make we country laddie daddy. So we go live in harmony. Yes, so don't we for do them thing now we go make we smarter, thing now we go make we stronger, thing now we go make we nation last much longer. So we life them go better. Yes, so but we for left them thing now we go make we scatter, thing now we go bring palava, thing now we go make we nation well panambara, make we people scatter.
This kind of thing you talk about. I like them.
Thing them like half flavor blabber, political party wahala. Thing them we go make we agba, them put we country pan yakba. Sing along say hey bo, we want for no, wait make we country they go slow, wait making all they grow. Yes, so I can for sure. Yes, I can for sure them thing them way they make we know they grow. Say now we did that, yes, so make we show them thing now we go make we kick po, thing now we go make we country go before. Mama, yes, so thing now we go make we grow, thing now we go make we left for go slow, make baby gladdy for Bobo show. Alright, so if I perform, me on perform. You say for gladdy for watch you watch. If I sing, me young sing. You say for gladdy for dance you dance. Before they do them thing now we go make me gladdy.
7 at Gino Field. The Kush, as he is on Marasoli's Kusha, he just pick up instantly, he died. So, dear me people and government, they urge you now and stop for cow this Kusha. If we don't stop for that, we for lost many young men in this country. We are with a big young man, and men stop for take Kush. Because Kush right now, he want cause problem in this country. If they kill young man very, very quick. This addiction happen. Today the 6th of August. This event tonight happens on a grafting. This is a video field. So the young man, as you know, always see him, as he don't smoke juice now, now he go up, he die instant.
All right, so family, I see fatality then where it take place, you know. I mean, this is serious. I mean, I don't know which word they're gonna for use more than look. Dauda and this is a master, eh? Lose this one back in the box. Take a look on this one. He said this one Indian Amox. But anyway, I think even if we decide for cow them videos there 1 million times, we'll not go tire. Anyway, la usher in Fema. Fema, welcome na the program. Did you get me? All right, I think Fema no. All right. Fema, did you get me? All right, okay. All right, you go join me later anyway. You go join me. Whilst we decide for John we back, at least I think you find some time for all laugh small. You don't tell laugh. People are just too serious in this place. I don't know. People are just too serious. Don't laugh small back. Don't laugh small, you know. We're too serious now.
Lady Koi Koi, she put them up for waiting, no consign her.
Madam, where you go now? Give me money.
Should I tell you, say if I drop, I go my house, give you money. Come follow me and make her come give you money.
Make her follow you. Go where? For burial ground.
You don't want to collect your money, Abby.
I want my money now.
Don't
worry, no, you know go fit up my money. You know go fit up my money. If in that place, I go follow you go there. If you don't do. Give me my money. I don't like this video. I don't like it. Huh? How can I just pay me? Give me my money now.
You are welcome home.
Hey!
Come to me and take your money.
Me welcome home. For my grand. You know go for you. Go for you. I don't say I go.
You are welcome. Come take your money. No, carry me from that junction to this place. Say you want collect 500. I don't know, say this thing go work. Which kind of thing with this one?
Jesus.
All right. At least I think maybe we don't get a little bit of yes, Fema, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, as always, and we're glad to forget you. We missed you yesterday, but at least today we took back to tonight. So I wanna show the go like anyway. Before I was on a show this morning before we come for carry. How the show?
This morning the show being very nice with the feedback where we get from people, especially the things that when we talk about. I think say it is so much of interest to the people then.
All right. So tomorrow will come back.
Yes, definitely. Tomorrow back with it.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. So family, these are the one people blind. You understand? Every morning they're there, and Then they do amazing job, people, and they really, really commend them. And then they improve more, and they get for couch more, and they get for do more. It's just a matter of time before say when you start something, you get to prepare a lot. So then they on the preparation, and I get for they get good shukubla. The shukubla get for contain boku boku in there, Then get for the offload. Sometimes I go tire self. Anyway, Fema, thank you very much. You guys are wonderful. All right, straight to the point. Lowy, can first on the top. The first people that don't comment first. How go they first? How go they first? Yeah. How do justice to them? The first one they will just start to watch. All right. Now we get this one.
Okay. This one they come up from Mabintiko. It's a good job, my friend and brother.
All right. And this one?
This one they come up from Lamin Munu. They say, may God help Mama Saloon.
All right.
And this they come up from Fatima Kamara. They say, good afternoon, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Okay, and this one?
This one they come up from Aisha Kesta. They say, good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok and family.
I don't know. Your voice seems to be, your voice is cracked,
Yes, these are the
Yeah. I don't know if you know the well, go off back and try for reconnect again. Yeah. Salon gets up. You see, Salon. Anyway, I'm going to push small. Abdul Kamara. Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. Welcome. This one they come up from KK. They say, good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok and Fumble them. Yes, welcome. And this they come up from our Kumba. They say, good afternoon to you all. Yes, our. Law Rush good on quick one. And this one they come up from Maligi in LCO. They say, hey to everyone in the house. Love all Sierra Leoneans. Big up ourselves. Thank you. This one they come up from Mr. Kekura 007. Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. You're doing great and always being on top of current events and affairs of Sierra Leone in the issues of Kush saga. Police must go after the dealers. Yes, you don't come back.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anyway, I tell like say I get for save you because today today it seems as if the internet no and you chance. So instead of you waste your time. I mean, if you not agree, if you talk, it's just go sleep because I get program tomorrow. What do you see now?
Okay, but just say you don't okay now.
Oh, you don't okay now?
Helen McDavis. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So this one they come up from Helen McDavis. It say, good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok and Mama Saloon.
All right. Okay.
And this they come up from Moses K. It says, seriously following and enjoying your program. God bless you real good.
This one?
This one they come up from Signature. It says, government aware of the Kush.
Okay.
And this they come up from Princess Rosie. It says, Mr. Komon-Tok, greetings, brother. May God bless you for all you do.
All right, this one.
This they come up from Havana to Koroma. It says, hello, Mr. Komon-Tok.
All right, this one.
This they come up from Daniel Tambakabu. It says, Sierra Leone is on critical situation thing. Sierra Leone is on a critical situation. Things are very difficult for us. This they come up from Mariatu Anderson. They say, this is sad for Sierra Leone. And this they come up from Mary J. They say, oh my God, this Kush is out of hand. It's not funny anymore. Something has to be done fast. And this they come out from Dr. Abdullahi Bundu Conte. He said 50 million is much, but isn't enough. In fact, it's a small amount. Is it for climate change? Why don't they build hydroelectric power stations? The electricity derived could be used to electro transport. And this they come up from Vicky Hume. He said most of those private transports are owned by the so-called ministers, etc. And this they come up from Mans. He said promised grant, they will not get done. And this they come up from Shaw. So he said, I think you're being hacked from Kabbalah, not from Paris.
All right. They're not going to hack me. They don't think I bear for hack me, but they're not going to be strong. We're strong. God they with me. God na our protector. They don't try, but God they always protect me.
And this they come up from Jeremiah Sembe Sise. Say these are old funding which are yet to disburse. No new fundings will be made available until a stable government and parliament are established. And this they come up from Salon Women. Say there was no coup plot in Salon. Bio fabricated it to justify his actions. Anyone who knows about MPRC regime extrajudicial killings in Salon would recognize this pattern of behavior in Mada Bio. And this they come up from Tupac. They say, I'm watching live from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Our people are desperately in need of aid from both diasporas and the international bodies. Else, Sierra Leoneans losing it gradually. I'm afraid probably in the next couple of weeks or months, we're gonna embark on a massive protest. And this they come up from Rosalind Mustafa. Say, put Salon first of all. Put Salon first. For all of us, we don't want war in our country. Sierra Leone, stop inciting people. From we are, you are asking for problems in our beloved land, Mama Salon. And this they also come up from Shaw. So he say, it's not an outsider that will come to change things for us. We must rely on and do it for ourselves.
You able see the text? Okay, you know the now what do they use now? Phone or computer?
Nah, phone. I'm phone I dey use.
All right, okay. Well, you're not going to be able to see the text. I'll be facing a computer. It's okay.
No.
Okay, I want to put the line now because people can get for can call.
Okay.
Now they put. Maybe we'll just take 10 more texts and then you can go. Let's say go rest.
Okay.
Maybe we'll just take 10 more. All right. This one.
And this they come up from Kelvin Cisse. He said, welcome TP Pillion. God bless you, my brother. Stay connected.
Yeah, Kelvin, thank you very much. Yesterday, now one of the people that we called me, Aisha, Kester, Kelvin, when we just go off, you know, it's good sometimes for those show concern, you know. We all, I mean, they build a community now. If something go off, we just disappear from the screen, it's probably something else and it's good for check. And those two people, and they make it a point of duty, then call we really appreciate them. Kester, Aisha Kester, as well as Kelvin Cisse, we tell her plenty thank you for the concern. Anyway, I know some there puts out the text message also. We understand that as well. So family, the line door open. The line door open in case you want to join the program. This one.
This one they come up from Michael Levy. He said, fellows, this is just another ploy to divert public interest and suppress freedom. God save us. Thanks.
All right, this one.
Ali Samuel Belding, they say, we still trust the government, my brother.
All right, and this one.
This they come up from Zainab Kamara. He said, Mr. Komon-Tok, we call him copycat. Na him they happen now na Africa. Na him they happen now na Africa.
All right, okay, we'll take first the first caller. Yes. Yes, caller, outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. All right, so you get the platform.
I'm for tell I'm plenty to key for we don't know do them with and start discussion is because what are they noisy at 19 one just for northern almost not actually easy. So they try for call on the government, the central government, but they're able to do something for let this thing will stop. Because you know to that for the next 1 year, what are the most of them would go in different form. In the area of the commodities, what are fair business, Yabas business, all things on there, and we continue. What are Yabas, Yabas, common Yabas now.
No, when you talk about Yabas right now, Naniga will be a different program or we'll talk about the cost of living. All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Yeah. Yabas will get for Kautinande. I think so if you don't go now. All right, we get another call. All right, don't miss this call. All right, you know what? Let's just allow Fema finish on the text. Though we'll put now the line so that be too boring for you. Yes, go ahead, please.
This they come up from Alhaji Amara Kabe. He said we still trust the process.
All right, now we go before fast.
Then Aisha Kester also they say they are very hard guys and working very hard. Then Shaw so they say we only hope that all those who are accused have a fair, transparent, and speedy trial. And Mohammed Samura they say then don't kill some of them people, then they trust me. Then Aisha Kester also they say here is Mr. Komon-Tok, not Mohammed, or we will put Unana Kabbalah court.
Exactly. Aisha, better they remind them because some will be so they take them call on but Kabbalah now people don't begin to take shape. I don't know why people in the field the Kabbalah.
Aisha Tadumboya they say good afternoon everyone.
All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, guys, I think now will tap the text. At least Fema don't care a lot of text there, and we don't want to keep on too much again on the line. Let you know feel too boring. The rest I go Andula. Fema, thank you very much. We hope for sooner tomorrow at the program na morning. Of course, as always, Mr. Goach and we will follow. Thank you very much. All right. Bye for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Bye-bye. All right. So, Fambule, now I'll call now. I'll talk. We'll talk to yourself now. Now I'll talk to yourself now. The line open now, or officially, I would read my text and we'll talk to yourself now, small. This person they say Kai Tiafo, they say I am a first time viewer. What is the number to call into your program? All right. Now the program, now the number now they see you. Welcome. If you're not first on this, we appreciate you. We tell you plenty thank you for January. Now the number is so. Yes. Caller, who side they call from?
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok. How are you doing?
No bad, pa. You get the platform. Who side they call from?
Yeah, they call from Germany, Berlin.
Okay, you get the platform.
Yeah, I just want one short question because I hear talk about say they arrest one guy in Liberia, you know. But me understanding, we person, you know, if you escape, you go to another country, you know. The country come out, it's not right for you anything because you go for for go save yourself. You know, as Azulant. You know, you go seek Azul. So Salon government no get any hands. You know, so that their government now they will take care of this person. We escape from Salon. When they say in back mixed say overthrow this that because Salon now this way power government will get right now. They count all kind of rubbish for threat to people. You know, because right now the way Salon they go so look, we go pray to God. You know, make nothing happen there.
All right,
you know?
All right. Thank you very
How
much.
they don't know, you know, with people, you know, they're not gonna no freedom. You know, they fear. You know, this now, Lord begin talk reality, man. You know, before begin honest to ourselves. You know, how they now we can be say we're not foreign in our country. You know, people in the full uniform, you know, they fight for their life.
You get 30 seconds.
Now they say you go Liberia.
You get 30 seconds more.
They follow them. Normally, the Liberian government now they go for secure this guy. We go Liberia. You know, and they no more my mind think as okay, make a talk to
now, good question.
You know,
I get your point.
You go on the other side. Let me say, you escape for your safety. So Liberia also they get rights, you know, for keep this guy, you know, for your safety.
All right,
You
thank
know
you.
what I mean,
I get your point. Thank you very much. Now, yes, call outside the call from. Okay, we don't miss this caller. Let's take another caller. All right, this one I could not miss her. All right, let's take another caller. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
I call from United States.
All right.
Now, Maryland, actually.
All right.
You just read me text.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
I tell you thank you where you allow me for calling to the problem. You see that I said I'm before staying this for review. I can watch you on YouTube. My colleagues have able to for me to able subscribe yesterday.
Oh,
so
that's
we will see
that's fantastic. That's great.
You know, one of the few people in Nade platform they say different platform they were really credible. So they stick to that one day. You know, you're unfortunate. I wish Mr. Jalo Jambori had been there on the show, not to correct that one day.
Yeah.
Not to correct Manat, not to correct Sabian from us. You know.
Okay.
You don't build your own credibility like that. No, I don't know why he constantly go to us as a source. That man has a problem. I wish him on a program. That John 13 AFRC time. This is the coin the word one stone revolt. I just come out last year. People they still get footage. You know, then turn on social. I think when TV they play, they take the video camera and they record. The way they're gonna SMS, they support AFRC. Now we all go Guinea, go teach another refugee school. They want and say not a bunch of which that's at the university. They will tell them and sack them because teaching refugee picking the way they cause in a part of the problem would bring picking refugee. I don't know which party they're in Europe. I think someone in Canada, someone in Germany. I can't say. But he's not a good guy to be around. You don't build a reputation. I don't know what. But unfortunately, I don't know for subscribing. I don't know who's one TPP Leon or Komon-Tok.
The program na in a Komon-Tok. The channel na TPP Leon na abbreviation of talk.
You don't organize now. Don't get to
yes.
You know, you're very steady. There are people you shouldn't call them. Let him not be your constant source. I'm telling you. I wish he was on your show. Then I talk to him directly.
I understand.
You are a very credible guy. You don't build a very religious following. Stick to that, my brother. You know,
all right.
He gets in qualities. He speaks well. He's well spoken. He's educated, but he's not a good man.
All right.
If you go Sierra Leone today at the church, government not going for do nothing because get truth and reconciliations. Will be get after. But there are families that are waiting for him. He is responsible for the killing of a lot of people.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I follow you constantly. I'm going to be one of your religious followers.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us. So the TPP mean Talking Points platform. So now just an abbreviation. But anyway, thank you. All right. Let's take another call. Yes. Call outside the call from. Yes. Call outside the call from. Yes.
they call from somewhere, confirm concerned citizen.
All right, you get the platform.
Okay, I want to tell you thank you for the good work you do. Brother, you're not one of the kind. God continue to enlarge and expand your coast. Because now from all people like now we get something reliable alone. You know, what's in the happen Salome brother really sad. Really sad. For security reasons, I make another tell you exactly who I did. I meet up with soldier man. This is not about Northerners, you know. Remember when I see your man there. I see one way even cry, soldier man cry. Oh boy, it's sad. If you remember, you know during the war, but who soldier man they were good and Alunge with them go themselves. Begin my treat them. The same soldier man there, so now they come over Guinea, regroup, and most of them are the return that January 6. Mother, you know that soldier man. With the civilians, they will be able to be. But you don't go push soldier man in this way, you don't go shake the only eyes. Then you know go good picking. They beg you, mother, if they listen, send away from the gap with the soldier man them. They get fans. Then they see that I don't see about 6. And if they begin team up, the next thing after begin, and then get about they know that that thing they come, you know, too sad. They really sad. I they care for 3 days. Bring that mother if you send away with the gap, bridge this gap with the social man. They bomb making I beg. Clear would they beg you. And concerning this Kush, my brother, the government's not ready. They're not ready for fight against this because the man we involved in this, all man, police involved. You see, pray God no more. Let God save our country. I'm young on this, my brother.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution. All right, so Famble, the line's still open. In case, all right, we get another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Hello.
Yes, outside the call from.
Yes, I call from the UK.
All right, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Yes, so thank you very much, my brother, for this program. You know, it's so sad what's in the happen in our country. Just they grab, they go and catch people and say then they plan for form coup. Make mother bio, make it look all the coup the way they don't make in Africa. Now the one where they honor their foot, now make coup against them, not to the one where they outside. Who's gone where people and get where they go and catch the innocent people and say they want to make coup. When they're ready for make coup, all the African country there, and the one where they under them, for the one where they close to them, where they knows how then they sleep out and they grab. So I mean innocent people them. Therefore they catch innocent people and say they want to make coup. But he left. Enough fine. The country don't make the country don't tight for people the way they did. People are not able for do anything now. If they just go no more catch the one the way in on leg. Enough fine. Make it stop. If they could they can on their foot you get for commot. Also the innocent people the way they go and catch. So make it left them. Make it left poor people the way don't go catch. If you give me they talk for kuna on their foot you go commot. So to them poor people there. I mean left them poor soldier there. When they not get nothing for it. Then they fight for the people there, they go and catch and they suffer them. Enough fine. If they try to bring distraction back, the main thing where they happen at the country, they say you don't take people election. Make them make the election, give the answer, make the election, make we know what's happening. They try for distract. They go talk about school. Who are they fight for form coup? For make it distract people no more, pull people attention to the main thing where we all don't sit down for. For make it give the government to the one that we win the government, or we make another election. And the distraction they bring, so they talk say they want to make coup. Hey brother, thank you very much. I'm your contribution.
Thank you for your contribution. All right. Somebody be asked. Family, the line's still open. Okay. Somebody be asked, like this one, they come up from Leicester. Jacopo, they say, hey, my brother, Liberia will not turn over that brother because his safety matters. Let your president find something else to think about. The officers that came to Liberia in the name of pick up the guy are very rude to the press. So the Liberian people understand the risks the guy faced when he returned to Sierra Leone. All right, let's take another call. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, I'm Mr. Komon-Tok. How are you? From Italy.
All right, you got the platform. Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you very much. Mr. Komon-Tok, your contribution we are one day concerning about this cool way that people are going to talk about. For me, I think I say this is a complete cowardness, or I don't know how to put the government data, because if you watch on one way or the other, then you watch waiting and waiting and don't do. And at that free day, they didn't get. So it's like the cowardly just dip, and then anything will happen, then they can take and say, oh, yes, they wanted coup for them. And the other thing again, we are want to say, a lot of things don't happen in that country. They will not ever see the police then come up, then they make any warning or any other report, like, obviously before and after the election. We see side soldiers, then they show themselves, say, if anybody try for over, something like, say, we are Mother Biono rule that country, then go brush. We get one guy with the call, and a name I just forget. One soldier man, where he always show video with it.
Hungry Lion?
Hungry Lion, yes. But we'll not ever see the army chief of staff come, he can condemn the incident. So, all in here, my brother, we don't know who's how they go the country. We don't know how they go, we don't know how they heading.
You get that? You get 30 seconds more. 30 seconds more.
Yes, sir. So this now some of the things that is most important thing the way they condemn, they know they condemn. But when it comes to the part of the leadership who side and favor, then they condemn. So thank you very much. Now this one me get for.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's take another call. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, you talk to Ramatu Holland. Thank you very much. I really appreciate what you do. I don't look on a lot of time, but anyway, I not can get times for make a relay call. But today I really get time for call una. So really, what you may just want put for this take here, so what you talk for today. So this man here, Madabio, get nothing what they give the people in a salon, may just the people in, may just left them. And they pressurize the people in too much. They don't go take this man here in Liberia and say that they're all day for set coup for her. So me own opinion, I don't think say nobody wants set coup for Madabio, only that because of the bad things, the way they think about. So he really they afraid for himself, So now they just think for saying afraid and panic. Now they panic because say one person they do bad. If you know of course say people a day after them. So now they think, but I don't think say nobody wants set for that. So now me on take that they do. I may just left the people. If you don't get what they give, you don't get what they support. So may left all man. So now they no more me want.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution, Ramatu.
Yeah.
Yes, get another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. Yes, outside the call from.
Yes, I come some part of the world, Mr. Komon-Tok.
All right, you get 2 minutes. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Right. I don't want to let a lot of people then get confused about anything they are. And I just a way of creating issue in the country because for them coup I get for the happen all the time. They fake coups them because the ultimate they see in the country, like where SAPC not go parliament so, then people are not upset. So then get for turn around, then therefore they say, oh, they don't set coup, and then therefore they go and hold people them. They don't they go hold and ask her would that send you? They go say a social person sending from the APC or whatever, or Anes or Samura or this that. Then they go and arrest them people in there. So then tell them assist them for the Canada country. Then fake coups them. Forget rid of somebody who they try for stop your programming and move ahead. And then where they assist say, then they tell them they look for. So then coups are then fake coups are there for the happen all the time in the country. The people they understand this.
All right.
Because then get people like where they try for block the government, then the government are gonna go function to the way they want to function.
You get 30 seconds more.
Way for get rid of them people in there. by imposing, make a fake coup, then go hold somebody, they go point somebody, then they go arrest that person, they lock them. So you mind them, they get for the fear. No say so what they want, they get part of the coup or whatsoever. But they just get forget that fairness, they say. They go somebody go count more, they go point be saying, I mean a part, then they can arrest me. So that's they get for the happen.
All right, thank you.
So go picture for that for that country, they all over. Anyway.
Thank you very much for your contribution. All right, let's take another caller. Okay, we don't miss this call. All right, caller, you can call back. This one they come up from Santigi Sowiba Camara. Thank you for your correct information. This one they come up from Usman Tolosisi, watching from Kamayama. This one, hello, Mr. Komon-Tok, Marion Williams. All right, I'll take another call. Yes, call outside. They call from. All right.
Do Mr. Komon-Tok, I get something where I get some information. I don't know if you self get because maybe you can get reliable information. We understand say the APC members, APC them for go na parliament on Tuesday, and I get source saying 17 of them for go tomorrow na parliament. Trust me, for me, if APC then go to that parliament and they don't disappoint the people, and I think the people and therefore become angry with them. The supporters of the APC then therefore become angry with them for life. If they're not taken, and they lose the support of the people, because people in the try for fight. This fight will they fight not for APC only, but will they fight for make this thing not go happen again in that country for any other party so far, for any other leader. Not only for APC. But APC, if the people and don't really lie to them, the people and don't throw all their support to them, the people and they hope say yes, they're not going to that parliament, then we understand, say then they go tomorrow, some of them, they want to go tomorrow, we are 17 of them. Trust me, Mr. Komon-Tok, and APC, they don't lose respect to people, and they don't lose respect to Sierra Leonean people and for life. So me, if then they listen to this or then listen to any one way, the true point of this, we don't advise, we want to make them stand beside and stand, because not for this number only, yes, we understand, say yes, a lot of them here maybe not for money or whatsoever, but
right,
they fight this fight for making it will ever happen.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you very much.
All right, let me take another call. Yes, caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, me and you two get case.
Me, I guess outside they go talk case, so it's a bit that side there, Until sabi they na me.
Because when you begin get issue yesterday, I mean first send text and say, is there anything wrong? John, you not talk for that too.
No, I said call. I don't say about text. I said call.
No, but me self ask. I ask you, as your concern, I say, what's happening? When just go off. So me and you two.
We own case now. How they done? Not to Kabbalah. Me no more the Kabbalah. Not to now.
Okay, on a more serious note, you see this bureau they talk about is just being paranoid because there's no attempted coup. No attempted coup, not it. It's just being paranoid, they're afraid in shadow. If you say all the things they do to the people will turn against that and start for do the thing that we not go left. Now that's no more make a call.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. All right.
Sure.
Yes, we get another caller. No, we don't miss this caller. Yes, caller, you will call back. How we do for now? Lord, they try to reduce the backlog of text here. This one, Patricia, Mr. Komon-Tok, good evening, and thank you for all your hard work in bringing issues relating to our country. Stay blessed. This one, they come. All right, let's take another call. Yes, call outside. They call from.
Being a concerned citizen, they call from the United Kingdom.
All right, you get the platform. No, but you get the platform.
Well, me not they do fine.
Why you not do fine?
Because yesterday I feel say you don't get me go na Kabbalah, so where the line go off.
But me, you don't get case. Now that you they call me Mr. Komon-Tok, so we don't get forget case. Now the one no fast for call me the name where I don't put BN, now they'll get case. So we don't get case. Well, you see, well, finally you get for season Kabbalah. No advice.
Okay.
No bad.
Let God help we.
Fast. Let God help you fast. Then bash again and then say and then get up here. Wait, let God help you, then say let God help you fast.
The left them and they will not get religious leaders they say again as alone. They don't take them put them at the box because they don't know what they do. Now they cause all this, they say that they will make peace. Who's peaceful now they will make way, will not get feds at the country. No feds, no they will get at the country. Mother Bio, now because of what it miss Samura, because where if we been going to parliament, now they if we been go put in a prison. If we been do something where they will make play them intimidate and do everything so that they will lock the all na place. So when you not get there, and that's making the winner for the northerners them for let they try say them coup. Look that man na Liberia. Not to in the dance with in people then so in get myself come on and do for go wet without you not get gone. You not get that mind day because you know they do good thing. When you not do good thing, the evil that men do lives after them. What thing they do to the people they not see right do? Now that day they feel say they go pay them. Now that's make not just a panic because now possible they afraid. Them other be all left the people they serve food, they not get nothing for do. Waiting for do now the country. Now that day it left where it did say if for take care of that Kush. Why if for they say they know they talk about the Kush no nothing. It's just not like that they be manufacturer. Because if you did as a leader, you people then they die. You don't care about that. They know they talk about that Kush system. They know they talk about some completely.
They need for talk. Yeah. You're right.
You know what they talk. The government come on and that television talk about Kush. Then they kill bottom man. You know they talk. You know they talk. You know they talk nothing. Now Kush they go talk about.
You get 30 seconds more.
Plus 1 second. It just they call the people they know more for let them go to parliament so that they go get away for get money 50 for that serious don't form a good government. Let God help them. Let God make it left for the people there. And I pray that at least they will listen to the leader. Let them not go there for them and go put this case for themselves because of money. Let them look the people they will vote for them. Let God help you. Thank you very much. Not let me go Kabbalah.
You go. Yes, we get another caller. Yes, caller. All right, we don't miss this caller. This take come from Babatunde Kai. All right, let's take this caller. Yes, caller. Outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. How you doing?
Tego Tenki. Outside the call from.
Mr. Komon-Tok, left for the outside the call.
No, we never call you name. We say outside the call for. You can call any side. But how we gonna know where you call from? If you say, for example, you call from Australia, how we gonna know now Australia? So you safe. Well, if you don't want to mention them, that's good.
Okay. I call Bonkolenke.
Okay, Bonkolenke. All right, you get the platform. Bonkolenke caller, you get 2 minutes.
Okay. You know what they go all our country. But they don't switch up. For you just come, they kill the northern period. So they when they come, when they overthrow, they arrest 26 people there without even judging them. They kill them mercilessly. The people don't know their parents they grieve. So that exactly and the estate people supposed to they enjoy the glory for them that glory. Why is other people in the cry? This coup, not to no coup. The one that people they forget about what they go on. The chief boy don't see the looting of the election when he gets the PhD for coup d'etat. That coup is set for win at the country. So that people don't talk about that. People go there in panic mode, and they can do so. And you want to make sure they kill everybody. That peace when they go and just say that lie. Oh, you are watch Mother. Then they wicked, and they hear the rest, just there. The wicked past the word wickedness. They get no out of humanity.
Okay, you get 30 seconds more.
They are when they go and point, that distraction. But then what people say, That is all for learning more for that parliament, but that is to the life color of professor. If you are there arrest the whole army, not here. Sister, the person is for gang and dismantle the army. What's the problem? God will help you for that.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. All right, we'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
All right, we'll take another. Hello.
Yeah, who's the call from?
Yeah, they call from Finland actually. You know, my brother, one thing we for know is that God give you a book, a very powerful book called the Bible. Everything is there. We make a mistake. If we go into the Bible, there are people then we God not forgive. And God make it clear. He said when he kill them, forgive you. God not forgive Satan. For a reason, he give you an example. And we don't follow that example. And I lead to all this, my brother. Marabio, you know, something nothing when he can have power, he killed 27 all Northern and them. He killed them. And when he kill them, then by they say amnesty in sanction and then left farm, he takes some money, he go outside, get for go, he come back. This is the man who puts amnesty in prison. And it's Koma kind of power. They laugh for the man. I take us best party. He say, "Lord, make peace." All them say they get half money. They get money. All they say, "Go talk to people like Ebola, no Ebola, and then kind of thing." He do all kind of thing. He say, "Lord, get peace." And it's Koma. Be careful. This man, they can't destroy this country. He say, "No, we just left no more. That peace, this and that." They get much kind. They buy all things to her. Let's go. That may mother be the same, almost the same street. Na Berlin. Now we can stay, it give the man power. Now, 9 people and 9 then they suffer. See what the Bible say? There are some people, Isaiah 14:21. There are some people even not ever forgive them. Prepare slaughtering, it ain't the Bible. Even they picking them, so they're not going to rise again and form a nation. Now they kill the people then. Who caused all this one? And Eskuma contribute. All of the episode that the country and Eskuma contribute. But that should have been in prison, at least. But that be way, Kamuda free. Then Bakwi, all the other one there. All this coup where they talk so there is no coup. It they make up for many kill people they win not another there. Neither a good thing, Komon-Tok, neither a good thing or bad thing they do because you should say not northern or northwest. If you don't have kids right now, you are a threat. Now so now, all my friends they win a police, they win a soldiers and guys now, not threats. There are some people not for forgive them. They not the Bible. They not the Bible, not follow. Just they go no one at church. Yeah, we believe in God.
All right, you get 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds more.
So this is not the problem. Mother, you know what they gone after. They do all they could and the way they talk about you for make access for kill more not than them. All the one the way they arrest all the policemen and the soldier man the way they arrest them. I must be the way not than them. That this now and Escoman I cause all this.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. All right, thank you very much for your contribution. Okay. All right. Yes, family. Okay, we don't miss this caller again. All right. We wrap up the program now. There is one thing for the church where nothing time go permit we for church, but hopefully tomorrow I go church on Monday. The issue of the coup will take place now. I want to take me time. I want to sensitize the people and tomorrow mainly this one they come on James Kamara would say this government don't turn Salon to zombie land. This Kush drug they kill with youth man and woman then the country. Tomorrow I want to help for little people to understand why make France the tower better one for make them go for let intervention take place in Niger. Yesterday I begin talking and the system go off. It's not. It's deeper than democracy. The democracy now it just like what they say now camouflage, not to the issue. France they know they go talk. Perhaps la just bring us small before. La pull the line so that I will able perhaps because tomorrow no go no thing will come out back. Something another thing will come away. Maybe time no go come and no go day for la reach and talk. Now the problem, the reason why make I want to take time for explain to we brothers and sisters there. Like I say, back there in secondary school, we are people. Will be passionate about the Pan-Africanist movement. I mean everything about white people away. It's there. You got the point and. We'll be the dig into sources there. We get a lot of information. We'll be the where we feel so aggrieved about where we be the one use against them. But things that don't change now. We don't see the reality. We don't see, say, yes, the white man contribute negatively. We say forget people who contribute negatively by, both sides, and then create more problem than we anyway. But the point I want to make here is the truth of the matter. France right now, then they're on panic mode. This is the time more for continue for sensitize with brothers and sisters, and Lord, we open with brain and understand clearly why sometimes we for blame the white man, sometimes for blame the white man, sometimes we see the white man in hypocrisy, sometimes they see her. And white man so clever, then so smart that then dirty things that they do, then they find way always for cover up, and they defend people and for do the thing for them. That's the only behind, and they behind. Now, you go ask yourself if not the first coup is within West Africa. Certainly, you get the answer, not to the first coup, not to the second coup, not to even the third coup, not so. But why this particular country, France, don't authorize for make them go carry out intervention, military intervention? First, let me make something very clear. I'm not there in favor of coup. Because me, I'm in opinion, where everybody entitled to. The worst, I won't believe say, probably with all waiting to happen, so with matter being government to a civilian government, God forbid, if not so German sit down there, perhaps if it was more than that. Because throughout the history, particularly within the sub-region, all the coups there we don't take place. We get more than 60 coups within Africa. More than 60, yes. More than 60 coups there. You can check them, this also how they tell you so. All of the things we don't condemn in the first 5, 6, 7 months, or 1 year, 2 years, going forward, then they do back all. And sometimes and they even do worse. So that I make, in any way, for me, I don't prefer Soja Man for rule. I don't prefer them. But anyway, I'll put down their side. Just for clear, let person not misunderstand, say sometimes are glad for the coup take place and that's any other. I'm not glad for the coup. It's wrong. But coup they happen because of certain reasons, you understand? But anyway, now they go into that. Today, I want to carry it, but France, why France determined and so determined for letting take place? Yesterday, I count on one statistics, right? Now, I'm not going to play again that video there because a lot of, when I don't see it now, 15% of uranium like a real mineral where not all sides you get in the world. Now, few countries in the world that get her. And one of the countries we got boku na Niger. 15% of uranium, and they use them for make plane, and they use them for generate electricity, power, nuclear weapons. Then they use them in different way. Now, a very rare, valuable resources, natural resource, where 15% of them they come out from Niger. Now, in the power, the energy sector na Niger. 15%, and France they sell the electricity, then they make every year 2 billion euro. I want to let you guess what? The same Niger now responsible for supply uranium for generating electricity. Now the entire European Union, then they account for 24%. This is not factor they give so 24%. The same Niger, the entire world, and then they're fifth. Then they're between 5th to 7th largest producer. And in fact, when in 2021, Niger accounts for then one of the more now they supply the highest tone of uranium at the European Union, because we don't say there is a serious conflict between Russia and the European Union, because they get cheap oil, but now they get cheap energy. So they want to try to look into other sources than Asia, but say Africa, of course, now they wataki, now they go bail. You understand? So this don't matter them. If this particular regime continue for their under, because the military government don't suspend the contract between Niger and France. So what's happening? This guy for Hamburg electricity, even though the French president say the reserve, the uranium reserve is still there for up to 2 years, but that one is not sufficient, because also after 2 years, what next? And for let you get a reliable supplier anytime soon, it's difficult. Mind you, this is a very rare resources. We're not plenty in the world. Now only few countries can get her. So that make you see the French government insisted military action for take. Now, why me for they say we the black man sometimes if you like what I'm done. Now they want use the black man, the ECOWAS behind closed door. That share for you something. This is Twitter that I share something for now. Don't I read an article where I know say a lot of una go read that article day. Well, today I think say I use 15 minutes for explaining about that article day. Now, we know what they say the scramble and partition of Africa. You know, the white man then be feasted and get the right. Them feasting at the right. Them feasting at the right for colonize Africa, for enslave Africa, for Christianize we or anyhow we look at them. Them feasting at them give God-given right for civilized we. Lord put and so they say that they're right. This theory will be circulates around the West. Now, when you check all the country then fought when we don't gain independence, you get the Anglophone, you get the Francophone country there. Now, the way the Francophone gets the country there, we check like the Ghana, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Gambia, is far different from the way the Francophone, the French colonialism gets. Now, when you look at the first country we've asked for independence, where one left, where one come up from. And by the way, French get more territories now Africa than even in England. The first country where say they want be on their own, when a Guinea, where last Sekou Touré in 1958. You know what in France and do there? They set what do they say, a nasty example. Ash example. Now, when Sekou Touré say it come out, you know, one belong again on French you don't want to let them control the game because it be done too much. And always it's not fact. When somebody colonize you, all the other way colonize all the country, exploitation it take place. Huge amount of exploitation it take place, you know, in a rip you because and then they in control, you understand. You the colonizer, you don't get right, you don't get nothing for talk. So this be make Sekou Touré be asking people and law we come, law we don't know any better law sleep angry with open freedom than somebody say they can't rule we don't need exploit we. Now, when they take that decision, the French people, the France government make sure say then teach Guinea, they make them as what they say an example. So I be like what they say, kill dog before dog, let dog know say die day. Then burn all, then destroy all the schools they would build. Then all the horses they wouldn't get, then kill them all. All the infrastructure then build, then spoil all things, then take all the money. Then just chaos. That was chaos. That particular one thing wouldn't do is send a shockwave across all the Francophone country. Then the other French colonies, they all don't phrase say, yeah. If we mistake now the example this, and guess what he didn't do? Even after that, the French government continue for sponsor cousin in Africa. Cousin, all the country if like one part per all this thing where they still they up in now, they get a clause where then they say you need for pay colonial tax. You know, people still pay. The French colonies there, they still they pay France for colonizing. Can you imagine? I come from different. I go na house and I say na me for go wuli. Though if you don't go na, they still pay you because I say you be don't can colonize. They will not to me invite you. The argument to them puts and say them be don't put infrastructure, them be don't put rails, them be don't put this. So then the 30 day. And each and every year, the French colonies, Then they put by law, this now a fact you can check out, more than 500 billion euro. Now the French embassy, French central bank. This now one of the agreements with all the colonialism. Now you get what that safer. The French France together all the former territories them. It make for the one money. And now by law, 85% of all them funds therefore deposit in France. 85%, but all you do are I think 60 or 65%. Can you imagine all the money where they all in country and the way they see so? Any country, any government will say no, they do. If you say you know they do, you're in trouble. Now that make you find out say this particular one, you can't imagine a country on its own. They say we don't cancel the deal, and France say no, we not agree. Now last year for you something, unfortunate that we not perhaps sometimes see the negative aspect. Lobby, last year this was lobby see. I hope so they see this. All right. Now, you see, France does not recognize the cancellation of military agreements with Niger and refuse to withdraw its troops. The new government of Niger has decided to denounce all military agreements with Paris. In response, French authorities refused to recognize this decision, stating that it was made by unlawful government. This is now one of the impasse. Now, the people that will get the country, law we assume say the Nigerians, then say, we don't cancel your contract. Now, France said, no, we not agree. And not only tap day, France don't pull what say, then they support military intervention for restore, waiting, democracy, in quotes, democracy, not to democracy. Because the one lost that particular a deal there, that particular source of raw material, you go be shocked. 70% of the electricity where they come up from Niger, they come up from Nigeria. Can you imagine? Them people are the mineral resources. Now they take, they go give France for let them generate electricity. But the country where they provide that resources they then get acute, serious electricity problem. So why France is sell waiting the electricity to other countries in Europe, they make 2 billion, but the countries that they go get 15%, a third of what they get, 15% of the uranium, then they get the electricity from Nigeria, 70%. Like you see no more. So now this don't go more than them because in future Russia they try for go inside it. If Russia go inside that, it don't block for them. And not to France, no more they get. EU don't support the intervention. America don't support the intervention, and France don't support the intervention. In fact, France don't behind closed door. They don't begin to provide assets there, for let the intervention take place. Why? For protect their interests. Now, I could always say, white man, they don't care about me and you two. To be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. They don't care. What do they care about? Now their interest. Now because their interest, their interest they at stake. Now Niger, they don't pull all string. Now what do they do? They're clever, just like always. Slavery serve now, so then do. Then go, then use who people and forget who people are. So this time around, they not go because if you don't look what they do now, Libya. You remember what they do Libya, Gaddafi, because they want your oil. That's not the fact, And people are not the Africans, they know the land. They know the land. Africans know the land. The West use Africans and for destroy Africa. Till then Libya don't become a mess. And the same West they use ECOWAS for go inside Niger, for go fight simply because the survival of the European Union and France, they at stake. I'm not against France as a country, like just get because brothers and sisters and did it. I'm not against them. Now the policy they no more where the double standard now and no let people get this very clear. Now, coup don't take place now Guinea. Why not go fight Guinea? Because the interest is not threatened. Why not go to Mali? Why not go to Burkina Faso? So ask yourself the question, ask yourself a critical question. Why Niger? Why? Now then when you listen, if you don't think critically or you don't read, then tell you say this is too much. If we left this, it cut across, it spread across. It's true, yeah. It then gets a point. But the real thing when France they instigate for make the ECOWAS go use force than Niger. I mean, the people that don't take 1 week into power, 2 weeks, don't now go use force now, you know. And unfortunately, the Senate in Nigeria don't reject this. The Senate in Nigeria don't reject this. This is not a fact. You can check what they tell you soon, you know. But I just tell you about how white man they can play with. We still they cry. We still they gather the rebels now Libya, where there's no justification. Even when Gaddafi offer himself say you want to leave the country peacefully, they end up for because right now Libya na a failed state. Libya na a failed state. Na a failed state. Libya na one of the only country in Africa where not get debt with any country, not get debt with IMF, not get debt with World Bank, according to what me understand. And I want to be able to do it because we get a better leadership. And Gaddafi be ready for support the African cause. Gaddafi also be get OAU. Now Gaddafi spending money, we upgrade or turn into AU, African Union. And because they see Gaddafi be on the passion for create a gold currency. This gold currency now a threat to the West, now a threat to the dollar, now a threat to the euro. Because the money today when then they use, then back up with authority, not a back up with nothing. Now that makes you find the Bitcoin come rise because the Bitcoin they fight inflation in the sense that you're not going to printer. But when you get the fiat currency where they use so today, then the printer and you don't get value. But the point is when you get a currency when a gold, you understand, where scarce, it become more value. And Africa, we get gold, huge amount of gold reserve. So now this Gaddafi be one use for at least we as Africans, we get our own currency back up with gold. The world markets, now one game currency now you feel like a value, the South African rand. Now you know more. You understand? Why would not forget one currency? But not they do it because it become parallel. This fight always is so the Russian war, the Chinese war, now about supremacy. Whatever the point why they talk here is before we don't learn from Gaddafi issue, but I mean, just few years ago, Africans we are willing back for making them use we go create instability in Niger. Why are they saying instability? Because Al Qaeda they ISIS they and the country they struggle a poor country. If they use them, then ban it, then we end up probably for kill the president, then put the country into a failed state. And Nigeria not go get peace not get peace. All the sub-region go there in problem. Mali, Burkina Faso don't send people there right now. Niger for go talk to the military government for assure them say then they support them, then they with them. So all of this combined, you want to ask yourself why France so angry? Why did they push so hard behind closed door for make them military intervention? Now, the resolution, when then Kego the resolution at UN, I think resolution 1920, something like that, I don't forget the resolution name, for all authorize the strike now Libya. Then UN, I don't ever forget that because I'll be follow international news. The UNC don't they debate whether they debate for passing resolution for make the authorize military action na Libya for protect what they call civilian no fly zone. They're not done itself. France don't begin bomb now. France don't begin bomb now. That the first country. I mean, we all know. Would have been in a past this name they coming for and escape me. Now they lead. France are the lead that particular war na Libya, where today Libya they in disarray, and we all know the impact now. So the same mistake, the same pattern where the white man don't use decades and decades, years, centuries, and they still use. They behind, then they push me for go fight with. I mean, I not say. I mean, Law assume say indeed we genuine. The man don't take part. At least law we give space. Let diplomacy fail. Not so. Let diplomacy fail 1 year, 2 years, but the man and just take 2 weeks. When I give them deadline, yesterday the deadline done. Today, when I the plan for go fix them, now for go bomb them. And where they use now France, and then don't authorize. You see, so it's not about democracy. It's not about democracy. Now camouflage, just like when they be feasted and get the rights for going to Africa for go civilize we. They say now their obligation and their rights. And 30 the 14 African countries they still they pay France. Anyway, let's share this particular side. Let some have no say something. The money I call and not sabi the money. I say 500 billion. Some man go say something not sabi this money. But let's share. Let's see. You know, I know they talk. I not talk with evidence. If I don't get evidence, I'll keep mute. But I'll definitely share out now. All right. Okay. This one, I need for nobody's. I need for nobody's. And this is not the article is. Now the article is. Now today. Now we just sensitize yourself. Now we just sensitize yourself. All right. Now just sensitize yourself. Okay. Now just sensitize yourself. Now do this because now we get for save yourself. Now we get for help yourself with knowledge. If we not do this, nobody not get for even impact knowledge on me. Now just take short break. And I can't take me time. Go down step by step. I explain to you France then role into making African country even more poorer. You understand? And how then they make sure say if any country want gets the mind, if any attempt where you make for say you want to become an independent state, then they deal with you in their own way. Now I can't just now where they can't take this particular issue. A very important. La no left and for tomorrow. All right, so fumble, I don't come back. You know, this one, why they do so, I want to see the source, they go down with a small, wait, I just paraphrase, now whether I read, but this time around, I see in chronological order how it happened, right? How we educate yourself, bad, how we educate yourself. Now, as soon as I see, 14 African countries forced by France to pay colonial tax for the benefit of slavery and colonization. Can you imagine? You enslave me, people. Don't me for pay you back for enslave me. You can't force me say if you colonize me, if you rule me by force. And after that, I will pay you for that. All right, let me go quick. Now, this is now a question. Did you know how many African countries continue to pay colonial tax to France since their independence till today? When Sekou Touré of Guinea decided in 1958 to get out of the French colonial empire and opted for the country independence, the French colonial elites in Paris got so furious, and in an historic act of fury, the French administration in Guinea destroyed everything in the country which represented what they call benefits from the French colonization. See, just like what I told you, you can't oppose in country, you can't take in resources because you don't build roads, you build some bridges, you say the person don't benefit. Well, now you're not to invite you as a guest. Now you can't, now you force yourself. And what did they do? Then destroy everything. Let's go quick one. 3,000 French left the country, taking all their property and destroying anything that which could not be moved. Even the schools they wouldn't build. They destroy the schools, nursery, public administration, buildings, everything come with cars, book, medicine, research institutes, instruments, tractors. We are crushed and sabotaged. Horses, cows, and farms, we are killed. Food in warehouses, we are burnt or poisoned. You can imagine that. The purpose of this outrageous act was to send a clear message to all other colonies that the consequence of rejecting France would be very high. Slowly, fear spread through the African elite, and none after Guinea event ever found the courage to follow the example of Sekou Touré. You see? So they set an example, a very harsh example, And the fear now make we dey on slavery for years and years and years, because white man make we fear we safe as black people. They instill fear. Now the reason we make it final say white man no they count nonsense to the Arab people. Arab man no they afraid die. They no they afraid die. Why make Boku rubbish they take na Africa? It's because the people and so fear, we fear die, we fear die. And die now inevitably get for happen. But it's good for let you die for your right than you live in slavery. The day we Saint Pierre take out the fear, then gets freedom. Not so? The day Martin Luther King he take out the fear, that was the beginning of the freedom for let black man get freedom. The day where we people then and Samuel Timagai, they act them pull the fear, they ask for independence. Now the time we begin get freedom for who we serve as a country, even though we mess up anyway along the line. So I don't try to tell you say fear now in the old way back as black man people, we need to ask questions there. And white man make sure they instill fear in us. See what they do again. After I don't teach this lesson, none of the other French colonies then not get mine. Now let we go before. Let's go quick. It was only the condition. It was only conditions for French not to destroy the. Or okay, no, take care. Now, slowly, if you Sylvanus Olympio, the first president of the Republic of Togo, a tiny country in West Africa, found a middle ground solution with French. Now, this particular Sylvanus, when in try for say, all right, okay, we agree, we pay, and then put some very harsh condition. In other words, like 40% of the 40% of in GDP. Now France it pay. Sylvanus, 40% of in GDP now. However, amount estimated was so big that the reimbursement of the so-called colonial debt was close to 40% of the country budget in 1963. The financial situation of the newly independent Togo was very unstable. So in order to get out of the situation, Olympia decided to get out of the French colonial money, the franc, and issue a country on its own. When this particular country, Togo, Sylvanus were trying for pull come up from the CF franc. What did they do? They found soldier man for go killer. You see, they overthrow one. Look at that. Look, the information is clear. You know, then send with them pay one soldier man $612 million by then time for they organize the coup for killing Olympio. Why? Because Olympio opt for come up from the monetary arrangement to they make that franc, CFA franc for like way print your money. And this man he decided for commodity because 40% of in GDP in country money they pay colonial debt because France say if you say you go on an independent, you pay me for la colonize you. You pay me. And up till now, at the top, people and still they pay for them infrastructure there where France will go build that continent and still a billion. Now, let's watch quick one. One of the area I count because this is a long article. We will get time for that. Now, see what it do. These are the people and where they use on January 1st, 1966. Jean Badi Bokassa, an ex-French foreign legion, carried a coup against David Dacko, the first president of the Central African Republic, where it was against France. They set a coup. And on January 3, 1963, Maurice Yemego, the first president of the Republic of Upper Volta, now Burkina Faso, France, then paid another person for overthrow. Now, on October 26, 1972, Matthew Keruku himself then using security forces for overthrow. Now, let me look at this. Let's look at these statistics again. Very harsh statistics. In fact, during the last 50 years, a total of 67 coups happened in 26 countries in Africa. 16 of those countries are French ex-colonies, which means 61% of the coups happen in Francophone Africa. And all of them coups there, where you look at them, are connected with France. Because all of those countries there, if you did it as a leader, though you not do what in France do, You get the guts for say you want independence. You get the guts for say you want come up from the CF franc. Then they pay for you people there for overthrow you. Now that make you find out say 67 coups that will take place in Africa and francophone countries that they commodity. And when you check historically behind closed doors and of recently this declassified information, it was paid by whom? France. It was paid by France for carry identity and day. Now let we go a little bit down. Now look at big look. You just say the statistics is too long. Like I say, it's too long for go all. I just want out one area we're very sensitive. Now this area they take done for today. All right. La put me temper and don't force. All right. Listen carefully. Are they carrying that like class 1? It's such an evil system, even denounced by European Union. Okay, logic. Okay, all right, okay. Listen first to the very good. Let's take this one. Let's take this last one. As these numbers demonstrate, France is quite desperate but active to keep a stronghold on its colonies, whatever the cost, no matter what. Listen carefully. In March 2008, former French President Jacques Chirac said, without Africa, France will slide down into the rank of a third world country. Yes, this now France then president now talked this in 2008. Without the resources, without them 14 countries, there are 12 countries there with France up till now. Then they control, they force them for depositing for the funds in the central bank. France na a third world country. I want to know say Ukraine na a third world country, na European country, but na a third world country. Romania, boku country then Africa, I mean Europe na third world. In fact, even Greece, the prime minister, Italy, the one of the opposition leader, we don't blast France. Now they're responsible for huge amount for the persistent poverty of Africans, particularly the francophone countries. Now let we go quick because I don't really done this one so. Now again, Chirac predecessor François Mitterrand already prophesied in 1957 that, listen, another president will become before Jacques Chirac. Say, without Africa, France will not have history in the 21st century. This not opposed, this now quote with a quote from waiting president of a French presidency. At this very moment, I am writing this at 14 African countries. Listen, 14 African countries are obliged, when I say obliged by force, by France, through a colonial pact to put 85% of their foreign reserve into France central bank under French Minister of France control. You can imagine that. 2014, Togo and 13 other African countries still have to pay colonial debt to France. African leaders who refuse are killed or victim of coup. Those who obey are supported and rewarded by France with lavish lifestyle while keep the people on due extreme poverty and desperation. Now, if you check Guinea-Bissau, because then they don't sell out, then they in line. In other words, like then they accept what in France to do. Then they put and then they guide the president in Peking. Up till now, the president and the understand just because he did take order from there. You know, let's go quick. Let's round up this one quick. Don't they It's short an evil system, even denounced by the European Union, but France is not ready to move from the colonial system, which put about, listen this morning, $500 billion from Africa to its treasury year in and year out. This not all every year. Let somebody says this guy don't know the money where they call it. This is not the money. $500 billion. $500 billion now in Africa they send to France each and every year. All right, let's just start because, like I said, the article long. In case you want read button, you can ask me. I will send for you the article. They say read and let you educate yourself. Just for tell you how where someone if he says something no, but with you man they do, I can just laugh. I can just laugh. But we not the problem. Now they can't use me for go fetch Niger. 500 billion each and every year in Africa they put in France. And that money, they guess what they do? Then they trade on the World Trade Center. They put on a stock exchange. Then they put on there and they trade on New York exchange. They make enough money and they're not get the interest on that too. Then they use for in fact they pull back that money they then put her as aid. Then these guys are as aid, then send them back now the African continent as form of loan, grant. They pay them back in excess. And when they get them money, then they back now with conditionality. IMF, the World Bank, then they go tell you back, dictate to be back. When I pull fear subsidy, when I pull less subsidies, when I pull these subsidies, where then they subsidize for the country then. And particularly the struggle economy. Yes, and also yes for raise tax is good, but sometimes you get for kill the end that lay the golden eggs. If we tax, you go reach to a point because tax go overwhelm people. Tax go overwhelm people. And not also then the tax that can wait. In fact, yes, then the tax but then they make like spend the money for can't pay then the tax. But we own governments then, they're not able to create the enabling environment. We are in the ordinary person for go work and able to pay tax. But then they say on tax. So white man, if you then tell you say then lequi or they care about interest or about the election at Salon, we are just fooling ourselves. If Salon big, if the interest be there at stake in Sierra Leone, the interest like you don't see what it happened. See when the interest right now threats in Niger, you see all over the media. In less than 2 weeks, when it could take place, and see them for go bomb dinner. Now go bomb day. What's happy with diplomacy? What's happening with diplomacy? Huh? What's happening with diplomacy? Why not for exhaust diplomacy? Why straight away for go bomb day? Huh? Why for go bomb day? We need for educate to self. We need for educate to self. We need for help to self. Lord, some of we feel bad. We feel so bad when we governments they misbehave because we don't get no other country. You let them give them book now, yeah. You're still a foreigner because behind the book, they don't say you're not Sierra Leone. Now you picking whether even you picking yourself and they look at the idea. Yes, now them born now. You get the British book, you get the European book, whatever book, but still look at. In America, the one that where them born then great party, they call it African American. That make Floyd Mayweather say, I don't know why then they call her African American. In Papa, in great grandpa, now American. When you go win Olympic, where they win world champion boxing, they call her American. But when it comes out there, they say African American. What do you mean African American? This man, know about Africa. Grown in Africa, not born in Africa, and Papa not born in Africa. All these symbols about they call her African American. Just for tell you say, then still they see you say you don't belong there. Yes, they still they tell you say you don't belong there technically. But why? But the person in mama and grandpa now them born now that country there. Though you still they call her African American for reminder. Say you're not part of us. Yeah, you might got a book or your accent or whatever, but you are still so members in an commot. And yeah, he talker. Floyd Mayweather talker. He said no. He said let her not call her African American. He said insulting to her. Not to say get problem with the African continent, but and Papa not coming from Africa. In the sense, I'm not talking about a generation, centuries ago. Because if you check the history, everybody in America, part of the Red Indians, and I can't go there. In a can they, But some people, because of the color, they forgive them. They know they call them, they know they check their history. But them people and the way them papa then go build America and help for build America, they still a remind them outside and come out. But anyway, we'll continue to talk, and we're not go done. But anyway, we don't decide for play our own part in this way for help. And make us say, remember, we not create talking points only for Salon. If you go check now we bow, you watch, it is say for Africa as well. I told them the other day, I said for Africa, but why would not they go into Africa issues there right now? Why? Because charity begins at home. We home there in shambles. What you able to talk? How we able pass a message again? We don't understand. But in future, we get special programs where they invite other African leaders there for help for sensitize. Check. When I create this with my friends there, that was one of the things. Not only for Salon, but Africa. Through social media campaigns. But anyway, I tell you plenty thank you for spare time. I know we don't spend more than 2 hours, 20 minutes. That's awesome. I still get now the screen more than 434 people in the watch. You can imagine how people are passionate about their country and continent and the interest of people in the show, you know. And I wish that this interest would be on the show years again. Perhaps, but could nonsense not for the take place. But anyway, that's happy. Tomorrow back by God in power. If you see something of public interest, we'll definitely get for car. Now, forgive me. I'm not able to get anybody in text right now. I'm just off. I'm fired up. Okay. Bye.
Attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page.
Attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page.
To stop pretending that countries that just hold an election where sometimes the winner somehow magically gets 90% of the vote because all the opposition is locked up or can't get on TV is a democracy. Democracy depends on strong institutions, and it's about minority rights and checks and balances and freedom of speech and freedom of expression and a free press and the right to protest and petition the government and an independent judiciary and everybody having to follow the law.
But you must listen very carefully to your enemies, because sometimes they tell you the truth that you do not want to hear but need to hear. Sometimes you are surrounded by a coterie of people who pretend to be your friends, but they are not. They are friends of the office that you hold and the things and the doors that you can open for them. That requires discernment. That requires detachment. That requires focus. That requires selflessness. That requires intellectual firepower. and spiritual contentment. Easier said than done. You know, power, it is said, corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I remember the great Tanzanian President Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere used to say that when you are called upon to serve, remember that you are not necessarily the best, but you've been given the honor and privilege of serving. That is why we call you honorable. That is why sometimes we even call you excellency, not because you are excellent yourself, but we expect you to do excellent things. If you surround yourself with the wrong people who will continue to worship you, very soon you get used to being worshipped, then you become a demigod, and you become hostile to truth, and you become attracted to flattery. The strength of character is very important, and power does not change people. Power reveals who you truly are or truly are. I've interacted with individuals even across this continent, men and women who mean well and they serve well. I was telling a friend of mine who is a senior politician in Kenya that one of the greatest hallmarks of a servant leader is that when he or she receives a letter from a citizen, he or she acknowledges the letter. And I've dealt with many African heads of state, and to their credit, quite a number of them, they will cause the letter to be acknowledged. In Kenya, which is my country, you write to leaders, they never respond. Never. Because there is arrogance, which is tragic. So what must one do when one gets into public office? Humility must never abandon you. I've had the opportunity myself of serving in public spaces in this country on 3 different occasions. And in my view, have never changed. I've always realized that power is temporal and that you only do your bit and leave. As William Shakespeare once said, all the world is but a stage. We have our comings and goings. If you remember that, you'll remember to always have humility as your shadow. Most African politicians, I'm very reluctant to use the word leaders when I make reference to most African politicians. They occupy positions of leadership, but they are not leaders, most of them. First of all, the intention with which they enter into leadership is the problem. They seek office because they love power and privilege and opportunity that it provides to them. They want to become wealthy. And the easiest and shortest avenue to wealth in Africa today is public office. With the minimum effort, you become a multi-millionaire. They go there in order to be worshipped. And they go there not to do the right thing. And once they have been in office, they do so many wrong things that it becomes dangerous for them to leave office. So their continued occupation of office is also to ensure that they enjoy immunity that comes with office. But when you are a good leader who does the right thing, you do not fear to leave office because nothing has changed. And I've seen leaders of that ilk in this part of the continent. And there are quite a number of sprinkling of leaders who have left office and are doing great things. Joaquim Chissano in Mozambique. Ifikepunye Pohamba in Botswana. People like my good friend Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, Ali Hassan Mwinyi in Tanzania, Benjamin William Mkapa, Joaquim Chissano, as I've said, of Mozambique. These are people who have left office and nothing is happening to them because they are men and women of integrity. John Mahama of Ghana. There are quite a number of them now across the continent who do not fear being out of office, and they are doing great things once they leave office. But there are others who will never leave office, because the day they leave office,